Hey guys, this is Vaughn. Welcome back to another episode of Well Done, my Let's Play on the VintageBeef Fan Server. And my episode just went live where I said come and take away all the guys, and already they're gone. So, Vaughn, didn't think this counted as a prank. Thought it would be fun and good for your video. If you want it to stop, then say so in your next video. If there's noise, then it will stop. From question mark. No, I don't mind it. I'm glad that you came and cleaned up the guys and you left the one dude. It's all good. I would have been maybe a little bit annoyed if I'd had to clean them all up. Maybe a little bit. But, I mean, that's part of the fun of pranks as well. So, not a big deal. But I do appreciate you coming over and cleaning them up. And it's fun. And I look forward to getting the next part of my robe. But that's not what this episode is about. This episode is about caving and answering the questions that you guys asked me on Reddit. If you follow my Twitter account, I've mentioned it a couple times that I wanted to do a caving episode, and I also, I think last episode or 2 episodes ago, I also mentioned it and posted a link in the description of my video, and a bunch of you people left comments or questions, so I think there's a cave system over here. I've explored it a little bit, but I think that there's more to it that I haven't explored. Of course, it's possible that someone else lives in the area, so we're gonna go caving. We're gonna see if there's something worthwhile down here. If not, then I will get out of here and we will go caving somewhere else. But I think maybe, possibly, if not, I still want to grab all this iron. So I guess we can just go, and if we run out of cave, I can always make a cut and bring you guys back in. So to start it off, oh god, creeper. To start it off, a creeper! To start it off, we have a question from Scarban, and I will read it in a second, but we've got some darkness here, so let me quickly light this up. I was very pleased with how much people liked the last caving series I did, so... now, I did bring my Silk Touch pick, so I'm going to grab this coal with Silk Touch so that I can fortune it later. Alright, so Scarban asks... hold on, I gotta move this thing over here. If it ever becomes possible to implant bioluminescent cells in your skin, will that be a suitable replacement to the Hawaiian shirt? Now, some people have asked me in the past, especially when they've seen like real-life photos of me, like, do I dress in loud Hawaiian shirts to match my skin? And the answer to that is no. My skin is wearing loud Hawaiian shirts to match me in real life. I wear a lot of really brightly colored, usually vintage shirts. And my Minecraft skin was made for me by Monokoro, and it is actually based on a shirt that I actually own. It's one of my favorite shirts, and I wear it a lot, and you may have seen pictures of me in it before. And so, to answer the question, no. I mean, the idea of, like, bioluminescent skin is pretty freaking awesome, but I really like the vintage shirts, so that would not be a suitable replacement because it's not anything at all the same. Although it would be really cool and loud and fascinating, and I really like the concept of, like, bioluminescent stuff, but yeah. I guess I should have brought my ender chest. I didn't think about that. I've only got one still. Kill an enderman with a fire sword is basically impossible, so I haven't managed to do that again to get another one. I've got blaze rods up the wazoo, but no. Ooh. That's a ravine. And a creeper just chillaxing right here. Hey, dude. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. So yeah, an interesting question. I got a lot of really kind of weird questions this episode. Not like totally weird, but like, you know, just kind of goofy ones. I guess I should not have killed him because now I'm going to have the entire zombie army after me. Okay, it looks like the bottom of this ravine has been explored. This might even go back into my base, you know. I know that there was a ravine last caving session that I didn't get around to, so this might be it. But I'm going to go back and get this iron and move on to the next question. And I'm just doing these in the order that they're, like, upvoted on Reddit, so it's not because I like them or dislike them. Next question is... from Monk with a Knife, and he asks a bunch. You mentioned in your last Q&A that everyone should give reading a go. What is your favorite book author? And then, have you ever had a near-death experience, and if so, what happened? What was it like? What is my favorite book? You know, it's really hard for me to just pick one book as a favorite. I like a lot of books. There's a zombie over there. Let's go towards him. I really liked Lord of the Rings. Even more so than just the movie. So if you've only ever seen the movies, you might want to give the books a read, because they're different enough to be enjoyable, but might be a little more accessible for you because you've seen the movie, and therefore you can kind of like picture those characters in your head and stuff. It's worth a thought anyway. Anybody coming from this direction? No, just this guy. You can't get to me, can you? Suck it. I keep thinking I'm on UHC mode, but we are not in UHC mode. We are good. Suck it. Is there another guy over there? There's another guy over there. Keep looking that direction, but we're good. Sucks to be you, Mr. Zombie. So yeah, Lord of the Rings is definitely in the top 5 of my favorites, if not my favorite. Oh my god, there's a skelly. Sucks to be you. Why aren't you coming? Come at me, bro. Ow! Don't come at me, bro. Oh, good job, Vaughn. Wow! That was some punch there. Cool. So yeah, Lord of the Rings, good stuff. Trying to think of any other books. I really like On the Road by Jack Kerouac. Kind of a older book from like the 40s or 30s or something. A lot more beat kind of thing, but it's a really good book that I think everyone should read. Kind of weirdly cerebral. Like, it's hard to explain because on the surface, like, it's kind of, what? And it's also got like one of those like, it's so good, like, kind of like, it's kind of like hipster indie, but before that sort of thing happened, before that existed, there was a thing called beatnik, and it's beatnik. So, ooh, I see that guy creeping up on me. So yeah, I really like it though. It's basically about these guys, these basically kids, you know, 20-year-olds who go travel the U.S. back in like the I think it's the 30s, but really good stuff. But might not suit everyone. I really like it, but it might not suit you. Oop, we got a piece of coal. That's okay. Alright, so good question there. Have I ever had a near-death experience? It depends on how you define it. You know, like, I've never, like, been in the hospital fighting for my life because I got hit by a car or something. But one time when I was a very young driver, like 16, I had just gotten my license not too long ago, and I had gotten like the family car hand-me-down, and it broke down getting off of the freeway one day. And I was young and dumb. I think I was 16, so wasn't quite sure what to do and kind of panicking, like, do I get out? Do I put it into neutral and try to push it? The freeway ramp was like kind of inclined too, so I couldn't really push it myself. And so finally these guys pulled over and helped me push it because they could tell that I was just a kid basically. So they helped me push it over to the side of the road, and then I was crossing the street. Like the freeway exit was here, and then there was like a street light here to a sidewalk where I was gonna go, I think, meet with my parents or something. I can't even remember why I was going over there. There was a reason, and so I waited for the light to change, and so there was a bunch of cars parked here, there was an empty lane here, and then I was crossing the street here to get to this side of the road. And so I was like, there was like a car here, and I was right here walking across on the green light, the green walkie for me, and a cop car came flying around the corner off of the freeway, lights flashing and sirens blaring and everything, and literally came within like a foot of running me over because he didn't stop at the light. I assume that he just didn't think that there would be anybody crossing the crosswalk at that point. But yeah, almost nearly killed me. That shook me up way more than, ooh, we got a cobble generator right here. A lot more than the actual car breaking down did. So after that, my parents picked me up and I told them about it. And I was 16, and you have to be 21 in the U.S. to drink, of course. So when I got home, my mom was like, "Here, have a glass of wine, calm down." And it was totally nasty at the time. I was like, "Oh, this is horrible." But my parents recognized that it was a near-death experience. I mean, I didn't actually take any damage, basically, but was mere seconds away from being killed by a freaking cop, which was fun. So yeah, that's a good question. Thank you very much for asking that. Nice, good thinking question. We're gonna get this iron over here, and while we're doing that, I'm using my other monitor, so I kind of have to look away from my computer, my microphone, to read the question. So I'm sorry if my voice is muffled while I'm looking away. But the next question is from Kirk Hendrick. You might know him as Kirk Plays Music. He's done a lot of Minecraft parody songs, which have been a lot of fun. I'm going to get to meet him for the first time. Actually, possibly while you were watching this video, he's going to PlayOnCon, and I'm recording this video to go up during PlayOnCon so that there's some footage that... Oh, that comes from the surface. How can we block this off? That is not how you can block this off. I want that iron, but I don't think I can get it. I guess we could try. But yeah, he asks... Who is your favorite Kirk and why? I got a couple of questions like this where people are like talking about themselves, which is fine, kind of funny. I feel a little bit bad though because my favorite Kirk is not Kirk Hendrick, it is Captain Kirk. I've actually cosplayed him before. He's kind of a dick, but at the same time I respect him for his dickishness, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, Captain Kirk. Sorry, Kirk. I don't know actually any other Kirks besides you two. I mean, I have another friend named Kirk, but he's actually like the husband of a friend, so I don't know that he really counts anyway. But my second favorite Kirk would definitely be Kirk Hendrick. So if you're okay with, you know, first is the worst, second is the best, right? That's how it goes. And I guess this is part of another cave system that me or someone else has already come to. Interesting. Well, let's try to get to the bottom of this ravine. Oh, God. I guess we could just take this water down, right? Is this water safe? Oh my god, I thought that zombie had a creeper head for a second there. Ooh, okay, let's get rid of this guy. Or, okay, that worked. It was just delayed. Cool. Cool. Alright, let me read the next question before I go down yet. So, next one is from DeCerebrin, okay, and he/she, somebody apparently on the server that I just don't recognize their Reddit name, says, if the moon is made of green cheese, then how long does it take for a monkey with a wooden leg to take all of the seeds out of a dill pickle? Well, if the moon was made out of green cheese, then the Earth would probably not have developed the way that it did with regards to life. Primarily because a lot of the reason that we even have oceans and tides and all that sort of stuff is because we have the moon, and because the moon is the perfect shape and size to put the exact amount of tidal forces that we need on the oceans to make it, like, habitable. So, if the moon was made out of green cheese, there's a very fair chance that monkeys would not have ever even evolved. So, I guess you could argue that not at all. It would not have worked. Hello, spider. Are you stuck down there? I think you're stuck down there. We'll just kill you. Well, that was a lot of experience, and I am out of torches. So, yeah, and I don't know the rest of the answers to that question about dill pickles and seeds and things, so I hope that you will accept that answer. Kind of a weird one, but you ask a weird question, you get a weird answer. That's just the way that it goes. I want both of those. Hopefully nobody is sneaking up on me. Torches, torches, torches! Get out of my inventory. Alright, next up is from Wingnut45. What is your opinion on the UHC game mode itself? This includes PvP, cooperative, inter-dragon fighting, single-player survival, etc. Overall, I think it's really cool. I especially love the fact that this game mode that, you know, the Minecrafters basically came up with as a group. I mean, people argue that so-and-so Good made it, or Beef made it, or, you know, SBK made it, or Godin made it, or whoever made it, but it was basically a cooperative effort. Was that just a delayed reply, or delayed arrow there? So I think it's really, really cool, though, that something that the fan community came up with has turned into something that is basically in the game. And I mean, it's not like it's the first time that that's happened. A lot of fan suggestions have turned into actual things in the game, and Mojang is really cool about basically doing that sort of thing, but at the same time it's still really cool. Having said that, I am not a PvP guy. I like Minecraft for building purposes, so for myself personally, I don't foresee myself using it or playing it, and like there's been talks of having the VintageBeef Fan Server getting onto UHC mode, and while I wouldn't be opposed to it for a brief amount of time, I would not want it to be like Minecraft is right now. Of course, if we did it, I would deal with it, and like I have for anything else, but I would rather, I think, not have it. It's actually a really cool looking ravine. It goes way up high. So there was some coal here that I wanted to try to get a hold of, but we have to block this water off to do it. Ooh, and there's lapis there too. So let's see. No, nope, 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 not there. Here. Here. Stop it. Stop it, water. But yeah, I mean, for other things, I can see it being cool. The dragon and stuff. It's just, it's weird, because as much as I like Minecraft in a way that other people don't. And I mean, that's one of the cool things about Minecraft, is that you can enjoy it in different ways. Where is this water coming from? Oh, over here? Here? Why you not go away? Go away, water. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool. One of the things that I really hated in the past, before I was still kind of a noob with the whole Minecraft thing, was having to like try to install different mods and different jars and figure out how it all worked and stuff. And now you don't really have to worry about that, because it's just a game mode. You just type in like a letter and it's done. So I really like the fact that they've added it, so it's very simplistic now to do it, so that anyone can play it without any problems. Water, go away. My cat is meowing at me. She likes to sleep in this room, and I have closed the door to keep her out, and now she's crying. I saw some iron down here that I want. Give it to me. Of course, if somebody comes down here while I'm down here, I'm gonna get hurt, so we'll just do that. Whatever. Dang, water. Give me all this iron. Excellent. Okay, so thank you, Wingnut. I'm sorry if that didn't answer the question as much as you want. Overall, I think it's cool, but not necessarily something that I really want to play. Although, briefly, I would be okay with it. We still got some coal over here that I want to get, but I'm going to read the next question. So the next question is from Mr. Awesome Guy 246. Well, since Zeldathon just happened, what is your favorite Zelda game and why? This is where I prove, like, what a bad gamer I am. Like, I'm not a bad gamer, and I had a whole episode about this where I talked about how I sometimes feel like an imposter when it comes to the gaming community. Because I don't game the way that, like, someone like Pause does, where, like, Pause wants to play every game that comes out, and so on and so forth. I am not that guy. I don't really game a whole lot. No. Stop. 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 So, for instance, Zelda. I have not played a Zelda game since it was on SNES. Super Nintendo. Now, when I played it back in the 90s or 80s or whenever it was that I was playing it, I really liked it. But, like, while I was watching Zeldathon, and I was like, I've never seen Twilight Princess. I've never seen Ocarina of Time. I've seen, like, photos of it, or, like, previous Zeldathon, I've seen, like, some of the gameplay for it. But, yeah, I've really never actually played it, or watched an LP of it enough to say that X or Y or Z is my favorite. Well, we're done with this ravine, I think. We don't have any caves that branch off of it. So we gotta keep progressing. Let's see if we can find somewhere else to go caving. Go back up to that area we were. This is gonna be a pain to navigate. Let's do this. Woohoo! So yeah. Sorry that that's not... I mean, watching Zeldathon, I was like, ooh, this looks like a cool game. I should try doing this more. The Twilight Princess definitely looked really cool, and I remembered when it came out or got announced, I really was like, ooh, I want that. And I had kind of told my parents at the time, like, part of my problem with gaming consoles is that they're just so expensive, and like, I just can't justify spending like $300 on a console and then $60 for a game, and I'm just cheap. I would rather spend that money flying to PlayOnCon to go to a convention or something. So I remember when Twilight Princess, I think it was, came out, I was like, hey, Mom and Dad, if you are looking for a present to buy me for some reason, I would not mind getting a PlayStation 3. And that did not happen. I didn't really expect it to because it's expensive, and my parents... We're on the surface again. I didn't expect my parents to want to spend $300 on a gaming station for me either. But needless to say... Oh, hello, Mr. Creeper. Didn't happen. Die. Guess we're gonna get some nice gunpowder out of this. Where are we? We're right here. We didn't go anywhere. Here's my house. Let's see. Let's see if we can get back into that area of ravine. Otherwise, I'll make a cut and find us a different cave, I guess, to go through. It seems like there should be more cave where we started. Dang it. Alright, well, I'm going to cut, and I will bring you guys back once I find some more darkness to explore.